Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice are reportedly standing by Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson following the release of a new book. And trust me, this isn't just any ordinary family book club meeting. We're talking about a literary bombshell that's got the palace PR machine working overtime and the York sisters doing damage control like they're defusing a royal time bomb. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Now, before we dive headfirst into this absolute car crash of royal drama, smash that subscribe button because your girl Royal Cookies is about to serve you the piping hot tea that even the Queen's finest china couldn't handle. We're talking fresh allegations, family loyalty tests, and enough awkward silences to power Buckingham Palace for a month. So here's what's got everyone's knickers in a twist. Historian Andrew Lownie's book The Rise and Fall of the House of Windsor has just dropped, and it's hitting the York family like a meteorite hitting a perfectly manicured royal garden party. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another royal book? Groundbreaking. But here's the thing, Cookie Monsters. This isn't just rehashing old scandals. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie are reportedly mortified by the unsettling allegations. And when I say mortified, I mean the kind of mortified that makes you want to emigrate to a small island and never show your face at Harrods again. The princesses are standing by both Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson in what sources are calling horrific circumstances. And can we just take a moment to appreciate the absolute chaos of that phrase? Horrific circumstances. That's not exactly the language you use for a minor social faux pas, is it? It's giving major ride or die energy, but with tiaras and a side of existential crisis. Think Fast and Furious, but with more curtsying and considerably more awkward family dinners. Now, here's where it gets properly mental. Sources close to the Daily Beast are calling Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie collateral damage in this whole mess. Collateral damage. These aren't military operations, people, these are royal family dynamics, though admittedly, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. But wait, because it gets even more deliciously awkward. Princess Eugenie recently marked her sister Princess Beatrice's birthday with a heartfelt Instagram post that conspicuously left out their father, Prince Andrew. Now, in royal terms, that's basically equivalent to serving someone a perfectly polite cup of tea while simultaneously setting their garden shed on fire. It's passive-aggressive royalty at its finest, and honestly, chef's kiss to whoever advised that strategic omission. Even their innocent birthday snap of tucking into paninis triggered unwanted Prince Andrew flashbacks across the internet. Imagine being so controversial that your daughters can't even eat a sandwich without it becoming a royal incident. That's a special kind of PR nightmare that money simply cannot fix. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the royal lodge, Sarah Ferguson. Despite divorcing in 1996, the Duchess of York stays at Royal Lodge when in the UK. That's nearly 30 years of we're divorced but not really energy, and honestly, it's giving me major Ross and Rachel vibes, except with more corgis and considerably more public scrutiny. But here's where Fergie shows her absolute class. Royal sources claim that Sarah Ferguson was offered a special honor by King Charles at Royal Ascot but turned it down to avoid awkwardness with Prince Andrew. Can we just pause to appreciate the sheer diplomatic genius of that move? It's like declining a promotion to avoid making your ex-husband feel bad about his career choices. That's either incredibly noble or completely mental, and honestly, with the Ferguson family, it could genuinely be both. Meanwhile, Royal Lodge is reportedly likely very quiet with just the Duke and his ex-wife in residence, as they're likely missing their two daughters. Picture it, two people who've been divorced for nearly 3 decades, rattling around a massive royal residence, probably having the world's most awkward breakfast conversations while trying to pretend everything's absolutely fine. It's giving major parents whose kids have moved out but forgot to get divorced energy. Except their relationship drama makes front-page news and their breakfast table probably costs more than most people's houses. Now, here's where the narrative gets properly complicated. Because we're getting mixed signals faster than a dodgy Wi-Fi connection. On one hand, the sisters are reportedly standing by their parents, but on the other hand, there are reports suggesting they're keeping their distance. Some sources claim Prince Andrew's relationship with his daughters is in trouble as the new book makes explosive claims. So which is it? Here's my theory. They're probably doing both. Supporting their family while simultaneously trying to protect their own reputations. It's like trying to hug someone while wearing oven mitts. Technically possible, but incredibly awkward and not particularly effective. But wait, there's more. The Duke of York was left out when Eugenie and Beatrice discussed their close-knit family group on a podcast with Prince Harry's ex Cressida Bonos. They praised their mother Sarah Ferguson as part of their family tripod but somehow forgot to mention dear old dad. Ouch! That's the kind of oversight that definitely wasn't an oversight, if you catch my drift. It's giving major accidentally on purpose forgot to invite you to the group chat energy, and honestly, in royal terms, that's practically declaring war. Princess Eugenie opened up about motherhood while issuing a message to Princess Beatrice and Sarah Ferguson to mark International Women's Day 2025. Notice how that message included her sister and mum but, once again, conspicuously omitted any mention of Prince Andrew. At this point, the pattern is clearer than Harry's exit strategy from royal life. There are reports that Princess Beatrice and Eugenie could be set to take on even greater responsibility in 2025. And honestly, the timing couldn't be more perfect. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know if you're Team Sophie or if you think I'm seeing green where there's just good fashion sense. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.